citizens, I'm Kelsey, I'm Korean, and
I'm Nils, the Swede.
And today we're gonna explain how we met.
Yay! It's a fun story, I think.
This is gonna be the first video for our joint channel. I thought that it would be nice to explain how we met and got to be in this relationship, because I live in Korea and he lives in Sweden.
Quite far away. A lot of complications.
I checked like how many kilometers away. It was like 7,500 or something.
About 13-hour flight. Great. First of all, everything happened last summer, 2019. I was on a spontaneous trip to Korea with a few guy friends.
Yeah, so we met in a bar in Korea.
In Korea, yeah.
I happened to be there because I teach English as a part-time job, and my student really wanted to go to that bar after we had class. And then my student actually wanted me to go and talk to him and his group of friends. Because she wanted to practice English. So I went up to them and said hi, and that's how it all started, I guess. I
was very happy to be able to speak to a Korean that spoke good English. That was my first
impression.
Yeah, first impression. I'm like, wow, yeah, I wanted to get to know you.
Looking back, I thought he was sort of cute, and he was very fit, and he was wearing a tight white shirt that showed his biceps.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the info.
I can't lie, I like that. Didn't think I was hot.
I thought you were really hot. I told you. Yeah.
They said that they wanted to go to a club next day called Octagon. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't I go with you?
So we linked up again.
Yeah, so we linked up again the next day. And we also went to Panpo Bridge and Gyeongbokgung together. We wore like little hanbok.
Yalla hanbok.
So basically for a week we hung out a lot. The palace was where we last met before you left. After we said bye from the palace, he was like, oh, we're leaving tomorrow at airport. Like, and I was just so sad. I sort of liked you.
Yeah.
By that time.
I liked it too.
Yeah, I thought that it was really silly because he's just a tourist and he's just gonna go back.
Yeah,
but you know, I had feelings.
I suppose so too. But I think we both left a good impression on each other.
I said that I'll meet them off at the airport, actually. I even wrote, it's embarrassing to think of now, but
I was touched.
But I even wrote a letter to him before he went, and I gave it to him at the airport.
Yeah.
It was like a lot, like front and back. I fucking wrote my heart out.
I was very touched because I didn't think, I thought that was like people do that in the movies. I don't know.
And all the boys, all the other 4 boys probably thought I was this crazy bitch that even you asked, I remember. I was like, do you do this often? Do you like
honestly I had to ask because I was very confused too.
And I was like, what do you mean do I do this often? Do you mean if I meet foreigners at a random bar, hang out with them for a week, and then drop them off at the airport with a letter? Do I do this often?
I thought mainly the airport thing.
No.
Anyways.
No, I don't do it often. From the next day, you started Snapchatting me. So I'm like, oh, what is this? And he would send me like these messages with pictures, like Snapchat, like selfies, and then like a message.
Yep.
And I've never had that before. It's
you just text.
Now that I look back on it, he sent me like thirst trap pictures from the next. Yes, good selfies, like sunlight, and then like a nice smile, and then good morning. And you don't send that to your friends.
No.
You send like this picture.
Yeah, I at least, my thought is I was very interested in you. I showed Sweden, I showed Stockholm, where I live, this is how my city looks, and I sent pictures, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, and I remember this lake, this bridge that he crosses in order to go to work. He sent me a picture of that lake.
Yeah,
and he told me, going to work, snap, and it was just a beautiful lake and like beautiful sunset. Like
it's pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it's not a sight you see in Seoul. I'm from Seoul, which is like a big city, and then
it's not just a mega
Stockholm,
city.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It's like no big buildings, like little buildings. You can see actually the sky and the water, and it was like so beautiful. And I was like, wow, I want to visit Sweden. So I'm like, I'm on break. Why don't I go to Sweden?
She snapped me one day and she's like, oh, I really want to go to Sweden. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. I didn't believe you at 1 second. What surprised me so much, it was so quick. So we met in June. 3 weeks after we've been speaking, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to Sweden. I'm like, haha, fun. And then a week after,
I got my tickets.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I booked my tickets with a friend. Like, oh, really? You take action quickly, in my opinion.
It's called 결단력.
결단력. Okay.
Anyway, so I booked
Yeah.
tickets with my friend. One of my friends who also wanted to come to Sweden.
Yeah.
So we came here and it was so nice of him. I booked 10 days here and he got off work to spend time with me and my friend.
Yeah, in
and
late August.
he took full responsibility to show us around, which I didn't expect at all. Thanks to him, me and my friend could experience and do a lot of Swedish things that if we came as just a tourist, we wouldn't have been able to do.
First of all, yeah, it was my birthday, so I organized
house
a
party.
quite big house party.
And then we did the Swedish thing of like sauna and then jump in the pool.
Yeah,
sauna,
yeah.
Jump in the pool. I like that.
That was fun.
We had
Crayfish party.
Crayfish with all the boys.
Crayfish party, it's amazing.
Yeah. Swedish summer, the sun doesn't set
That's,
because they're so high up north.
Yeah.
That was also
and that's
shock
special.
for me.
That's special.
Yeah, like we were
Sun
partying until 2, 3, the sun didn't set.
Yeah.
And then the sun set at 4, 5 a.m. And then it came back
It's
up.
beautiful and you have
and
more
it was
energy.
so
Yeah.
beautiful, the sunset. And I just fell in love with the country. And like,
Love you. Yeah, that happened, and
we had a dinner with him, his dad, me, and my friend, the 4 of us.
yeah.
And my friend that came with me, she's Korean, but she was born in Sri Lanka and lived there for 12 years, went to school there.
Yeah, yeah.
So she actually wanted to go to Sri Lanka next.
Mm.
And then his dad had actually done business in Sri
Yeah,
Lanka.
and he goes there every year and I've done it for like 15 years.
And that was like a crazy coincidence. So
Very-
my friend and his dad knew so much about this country. Like that's a key factor in the next story.
Yeah, yeah.
Because my friend really wanted to go to Sri Lanka next. So I'm like, oh, I'll join you.
You said, oh well, now I'm going again with Yewan
Yeah,
to Sri Lanka. And I'm like, wow, really?
And we both obviously wanted him to come because we were so close by then and we talked about it together. So me and Yewan's like, yeah, you have to come, you have to come.
Yeah, yeah. I really wanted to go to Sri Lanka too.
We had a bit of a itch in the middle. Because
Yeah.
when I came back to Korea after my 10 days of Swedish travel, I was super confused because in Korea by then you decide whether you're a couple or not if you spend that much time talking and meeting
Which
each other.
I get, totally, yeah.
I had to ask him that dreaded question. So
Yeah,
what are we?
And what are we?
What are we?
That's not easy to answer.
He would say these things in conversations that would confuse me. So for instance, I'm like, what if I get a boyfriend in Korea? Like what's gonna be for us?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
still gonna talk to us every day? Like it's sort of weird.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you can get a boyfriend in Korea.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, he doesn't care about me that
I
much.
felt like I didn't have a right to tell you what to do. Long story short, it was very, very confusing time for both of us.
I don't blame
Yeah.
you. You were 19. Ooh.
Oh.
And I remember saying that to my friends. I thought we had a thing together, but he said that he doesn't care. Even if I get a boyfriend, it must mean that he doesn't like me. And then like all my friends, when they just hear that, they're like, oh yeah, he's European. Like
He's European.
He's European. Maybe it's different there. So we still used to talk every day, but I didn't feel like I should like him that much.
Yeah.
And like I try to be friends with him. And then this Danish guy at school asked me out. He was an exchange student. He got pissed.
I got so pissed. That was annoying times. Anyways.
More so because he was Danish.
Honestly, it was strange that it was so close to home. Honestly, if it was fucking German, French, American, half the pain. No, because I felt like okay, basically the same type of people. I don't know, it felt super.
Yeah, so
confused.
for you, it's like okay, you don't want me, but you want.
Yeah, you
someone.
want the other
Yeah.
closest thing to it. So I'm like, okay.
You decided to come to Sri Lanka anyway for New Year. I like the Danish guy, so I was like
Yeah.
very close to
Yeah.
just fuck you, Nils, because
You were a bit tired.
he was very sure that he wanted a relationship with me. For me, I was
I had
like,
to up
I like that attitude, bro.
Yeah.
Not your attitude.
And then basically what I said, you know what, can't we just meet in person and then decide from there, because I think this is a fiscal thing. You have to meet and then decide, and fortunately it worked out.
So I went with him to Sri Lanka to spend New Year's together. And then now the Danish dude was pissed because he thought that,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this Swedish dude?
Anyway, can we skip that and basically...
We went in Sri Lanka for New Year's. We had such a wonderful, beautiful time there. We spent New Year party together.
In my opinion, Sri Lanka was like the best trip I've ever done. Oh, close to. Everything we did, and like everything was so romantic, and like
Yeah,
we were watching
you
sunsets.
can't you can't not fall in love in that country because it's like so romantic. Beaches, sunsets. You swim in the water, you see turtles just swimming, and like coconut trees, and like just.
It was so nice.
It was so nice, and we had like amazing like New Year party together with Yeon as well.
Yes.
Some days after New Year's, we decided that we actually want to be together, and then it was day one from that on.
From that on in Sri Lanka. And to be honest, I just want to say, I think to take that decision overall, like international relationship, it's like the hardest decision you can do. For everyone, people watching this, I don't know if they have any idea how hard it actually is. Because you don't know anything. And if you look in the odds or what the norm says or people around, everyone say don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
Don't do it,
It's just pain, just tragedy. Can't like to have the courage and thought to go against that, to give it a try.
It's not like Sweden and Finland couple, or Korea and China.
We're not even near.
Yeah, it's like so far, and like it feels like you can't. Everyone thought that I was crazy when I came to Sweden, and everyone thought that you were crazy when you came to Sri Lanka. Because all of them are like, why? Just for like a person, like it's not worth it.
Yeah. But we said, you know what? Like this is so great. Why not take the fucking chance? I felt like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's been like 7-8 months since we've been together. I've been in Sweden 3 times.
We did it. We said let's try it.
This was the first video, and this is how we met.
This is how we met.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to keep watching our battle to stay in a relationship.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Oh, why do we play this game? Why can't you